All right, and we are live now. Thank you everyone for joining. Welcome again, and nice to have you here, Mohammad Serhan and Natasha. Mohammad Serhan, you want to give a little bit of introduction about yourself before we get started?
Okay, my name is Mohammad Serhan. I have graduated with a master degree in communication engineering at Lebanese International University. Then I moved to this programming field because it is a growing field. And this is my first experience with TopInterns. I'm so excited about it.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time having this mock interview with us. As always, this will be 1 hour interview, having 3 questions. You know the rules. You have to share your screen. You have to navigate all the steps and clearly explain what you are doing. Of course, no help from Google.
Okay.
And I wish you all the best. So I
Thank
think you can share your screen now, and I will share in the chat the link
Okay.
for the questions.
Can you please give me access to the shared screen?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay.
Please, you can keep your camera on, so it will be a good experience for everyone.
Okay.
Great. Okay. So good luck. The timer will start from the first line you write. So take your time, question first, and then get started.
Question 1. Given
Read it loudly if you can.
given a number x, print yes if you can divide the number into 2 even numbers. If
Yes.
we give it input 8, the output should be yes, because we can divide it by 4 and 4. And if we give it 5, the output would be no.
Mhm.
So it would be any 2 even numbers.
Yes, exactly. So for instance, 8 can be divided into 2 and 6, 4 and 4. Correct?
Okay. So I will start with the console log. The name of the function, find even number,
Yeah.
the input. So if I give the if I give it 8, the answer should be yes.
Exactly.
I think if instead of M, you would have to put N. You'll not get the right thing. Find even
Yes.
number, not even.
Yes, correct. Yeah. It
Yes.
says.
And if I give it 5, it would be no.
Yeah.
So if I need 2 even numbers, so the modulus should be 2. But I should declare array. I might need double arrays. So let array so the 8 should be divided by 2, so it will be an even number. and 5 it is not. So if I push it,
I'm sorry, can you explain why we need the array here?
in order to push it, because I might need to divide my modulus to divide it by 2 another time.
Okay.
And the answer would be yes.
I think since you are, maybe you can return yes instead of console log, right?
Yes, I write correct. The first one should be yes. Why did type yes? Modulus by 2.
Okay, first of all, why you need the array again, since you are not pushing anything to it?
Because I thought I can, if I want to divide it by another 2.
Okay. And the modulus, the model of 2, what will give you if we just say input modulus of 2, the value, let's say if it's 4, modulus by 2, the
Yes.
modulus will give you the remainder, right?
Yes.
So what is the remainder if the number is divisible by 2?
It should be 0, so I should write if it is equal to 0.
Okay. Okay.
Type it yes, and so it is correct then.
Okay. Can you try number 6?
Type it yes. And the question says
Okay, try number 0.
number into 2 even numbers. But into 2 even numbers, what, يعني if I divide it by, let's say, so I have to divide 2 numbers in order 2 even numbers to get 6.
Yeah. No, 6 is
Is
yes,
that
so correct.
correct?
What if it's 0?
If it is 0, it cannot divide by 2.
Okay.
So I think it will give undefined. So why did it say yes? So I have to make an exception here. It is different.
I think like 0 divided by 2 is a true condition no matter what is equal to 0. But 2 divided by 0 is not defined.
Yes, it cannot be defined.
Okay, continue.
Give another yes. So
Read the question carefully. The question says, print yes if you can divide the number into two even numbers, any two even numbers. It doesn't mean that the original number, it's possible that the original number should be divisible by two, but if it's the case of zero, it's divisible by two, but you cannot break it into two even numbers, right? Now, another case,
right,
which is two. What if you pass two?
if I pass the input to,
Yeah. What is the
so that,
output?
yes, it should give me no,
It should give you no. Okay, try that.
but here it will give me yes.
Okay.
1, 2. So here there is wrong. So I have to check. First, I have to divide by 2, or not 2. I have to check if it's divisible by many numbers that are even. So this function is just for an even.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe. First, I have to divide the number by how many numbers. يعني if I print or the input, if it is like 24, numbers should I divide in order to get if it is even input? Should print yes. يعني like 20.
If you find at least one possibility of having of breaking the number into two even numbers, then print yes. For instance, the number 8 can be divided into 4 and 4. That's case one. Number 8 also can be divided into 2 and 6.
Why it is happening like this? So
Okay, let me simplify it and give you a hint here. What if you subtract 2 from the number and then you check if it's even? Will that work?
then I check. No, I do not guess so. But if it is a print yes, it would be an even input, the number, the output number. يعني if
You don't understand my hint?
yes, if the input subtracted by 2, and then if I checked it, if the return yes, so this the output it will be
Just
considered.
analyze it. Just think about a case study. If the number is 3,
If I subtract by 2, it will give me 1. So the return will be no.
is 1 divisible by 2?
No.
No, then the logic is correct. What if it's 2?
The output will be 0, so it will return no.
Okay,
It should return no.
should return no. Okay, correct. It's an exceptional here. But what if it's, for example, 1?
If it is subtracted by 2, the answer will be negative. I cannot make it negative.
Okay.
So
Why not?
if input minus 2, I should check it if it is first positive.
Why you have to check? Is the even always should be positive or even can be negative? For example, -2. It's an even, right? Or not?
I think only the positive are the even numbers. Is it the negative even?
What do you think, guys?
I sent Salim a small snippet of my logic. That's what my logic is.
Can you repeat that, please?
Oh, I sent Salim a snippet of my logic. I'm not
I need
sure.
Serhan to work on this, so
Okay.
I'll check your code later.
No, it's not a code. It's a pseudocode, like my thoughts.
I'll think about it later because now I'm thinking with Mohammad. The even number can be positive or negative, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. So if the input -2, I will check it with this if. So I will make it another function. It's 2.
Yeah, the logic is correct, Natasha, but which language is this?
Python, it won't work, but it's just like logic. But I didn't run it or anything.
Yeah, but not quite sure. This is like checking every single possibility?
No, no, I didn't test it. Just,
Yeah.
I guess
I
like
don't
it'll,
think it'll work. I don't think so.
okay.
Try that. Okay.
If the answer would be true,
Write the logic and
so
then
I
test.
guess um, is the input. If we enter it by like 3 and we subtract it by 2, the answer it would be 1.
Mhm.
So 1, it must return no.
Mhm.
So I cannot take 3.
This even function, probably a better name is even, and then the logic inside it should be return true or false, not not return no or yes. Yeah, in this case should be return true. Else should be, you don't need else actually, just return false. No, keep another line or add one more line and then say return false. Remove the indentation just to make it clear. Okay.
Okay.
No, keep the line 15 with the indentation. Okay. Yep. Try that now.
So
This will accept the input. That's correct.
so is even the higher function, so it would be
Input.
another input. I named the first one input.
It's okay. It's a different scope, right?
Okay, so if even -2, it should return yes.
Mhm. Else.
Else it should return No.
No capital. Okay. Try that. But the function, I think you have to rename it on line 6. Is even, not even.
So yes. And
2 is yes.
it printed yes. But if we
No, is
subtract,
correct. The 5 is correct. The 2, it's an exceptional case,
so
I would
yes,
say.
so I have to add an if or before it must return no. So else if
No, this will not work. What you probably can do is, first of all, take the absolute value, which is regardless of it's positive or negative. Okay.
okay,
So say input equal on line 5, for example, input equal I think math.apps.
math.apps.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah. Then pass the input. This will give you the absolute value. If it's negative, it will be positive. And this is the case. And then on line 7, I believe you need to check if it's also not equal to, and you have to make and not equal to. Or actually can input is greater than 2, maybe. I'm just helping you here, so I don't know. You have to guide this. No. Okay, that's correct. If you type 8,
it typed
yes.
yes.
No. Then you try 3. Try 4.
Should print yes.
Yes.
So it's true.
Try 0.
0. We have to make exception. We add an exception, so it must be bigger than 2. So the return should be no.
Yeah, it's correct.
Correct.
And try -2 or -4. Sorry.
-4. We
Give
make
you
functions, so it should be true. Yes.
correct. Okay.
So it is correct.
Cool. A bit of help, but it's okay.
Yes.
Let's move on to the next question.
Okay.
Great.
Write a function that accepts a string if its length is strictly more than 8 characters. All too long words should be replaced with a special abbreviation. This abbreviation is made like this. We write down the first and the last letter of a word, and between them we write the number of letters between the first and the last letters. So if the first input, if we type yes, the output would be yes. And if it is psychology, the output should print B, Y, and the between it is the number of the inside characters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it printed A.
Should be an easy question.
Yes. Function find long string. So console.log. if we type test, the output should be test. And if we type psychology, the answer should be B, not Y. So first we need to check if string dot length is bigger than 8. So if it is bigger than 8, the return must give string then 0 plus the length here, then plus string the string dot length and in between should type the in between characters. So let number equal string. So I should string dot length -2 because I omitted
Okay.
2. So the return should be like this, and for else return input string.
Okay.
So let's write question 2. Test. I put it like a string here. String 0, 9, string dot -1. String lel 0. 9, not a number. Why? If a string dot length -2.
Typo. String.
I'm sorry, what?
It's a typo. Length is not.
The 8 is correct, and why it is printing string of 0 plus string of 0 plus string of 0. Unexpected token. Why?
Why you have 3 strings here? String.
Where?
I believe it should be just 2, right?
Yes. Just 2. So test P undefined. I mistype. So P8Y.
Cool. Can you try Mohammad Serhan?
M13M. It is a long name.
Yeah. Can you try TopInterns? Cool. All right. That's correct.
So that's correct.
Yep.
So question 3.
Job.
.js.
Question 3, right? Yeah.
You are part of grocery shopping. Your manager asked you to write a program that helps users filter products based on categories. For example, you have water, milk, and Pepsi are all parts of the beverage category. However, water is also part of the water category, so you might have the same item presented in multiple categories. Write a function to perform the logic above. Input format object of items, the needed category, the output array of the font. Here's it. So the first one, if we typed water beverage, so this is an object with water and beverage categories. There's Pepsi in the soft drinks and beverage. And why this beverage for?
The second
The
argument is
needed
that
category.
the needed categories. No, the needed what is it? Yeah, the needed category.
Input,
Yes.
the second.
Yes. The needed category. The return should be all. The output should be water, beverage.
Cat snacks, chocolate, Pepsi, soft drinks, beverage, chocolate. So the output should be Kit Kat. Why?
If you say chocolate, then find all the elements that belongs to this, which is Kit Kat, correct? But I think the first example is wrong. Let me just walk through this. Water.
We have water and beverage, Pepsi, soft drinks, beverage. If we type the category was beverage, the output it should return water.
Water and
Why?
Pepsi.
Why it didn't return Pepsi also?
Yeah, no, it should return Pepsi and water only. Sorry, this is a wrong input.
Oh, okay.
Wrong output.
Wrong up. So function find categories. The answer, the input should be object and string. So input water. Water.
It should be a JavaScript object, so you have to surround it with the curly braces.
What is question 3 here? So water, beverage, and beverage. You said curl braces along the object?
Yes, yes.
Why there is an arrow? So, and the next one should be Pepsi. Soft drinks. And beverage. The next one, the string would be beverage. So the output must return object, water, and Pepsi. Kit Kat, snacks, chocolate. Pepsi soft drink beverage with the string chocolate. So it must return Kit Kat, only Kit Kat. خلصنا.
Just a note here. I think the beverage on line 10 and chocolate on line 11 should be a string, I guess, right? The second parameter.
Do you mean between? Okay.
Yeah.
So object, let's name it categories. This object, there is no, I think the object, it is with beverage, called beverage, in order to put inside it the inner objects like water, Pepsi, and another, or categories, and
Yeah,
inside
the
it.
set should be inside the, I mean, it's a reversed structure actually. It's the item and what belongs to. So you need to do some like kind of thinking on how to do it.
Thank you, Natasha. So beverage, object called beverage. Inside it there is water. And there is two strings. Water. Pepsi. need to check inside the object.
Here you need some core technical of JavaScript.
Yes, I need to know how to define objects inside objects.
And we don't need that actually. I will send you a hint over the Zoom chat. Again, you cannot use Google for any help, but I will just help you with the one tip.
Okay.
One second.
Can I turn off the camera because your voices start to cutting off?
Okay, just take a look at the hint I shared with you over the
So it is an object.keys object where it is a search function for each key inside this object.
yeah.
So
The key in this case will be the item itself, like Pepsi, water, cat. You can console log and see what the output.
the water, Pepsi, the second one, Kit Kat, Pepsi. Oh,
Make
that's
sense?
yes.
Now you can use this to access the categories of a particular item and probably do some search.
So if g dot dot string, because we are looking for this string.
What is this syntax? I don't think.
I need to search inside the item. So when the string is equal the inside the string inside the item.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but I don't think you can access dot string because the key itself is a string. So how you want to get a string from a string? The key is just a string, but maybe we can get the object. Object and then key.
The object, then the key. So
Object, and then no, the object small, the one that you are getting from the parameter object, not dot key, in brackets key. This will give you the array of square brackets. This will give you the list of categories for that specific item, and then you can continue from here.
okay. So it gives me the item. So I should now search inside it for it is equal string.
You cannot do that actually. You need to check if the string is inside this array. So I think there's a function in JavaScript called .includes.
I need to practice more JavaScript.
Yeah. It's your choice, so I didn't force you to choose JavaScript. Okay. Double check this logic now. I don't know if it will work.
It is showing an expression expected dot. So type okay. If it is included in this object, so it must return an object. So return object.
Return object.
Yes, because I'm searching inside the items, and when it is equal, the output should be the object. Water, Pepsi.
Right.
Undefined. If object dot key.
Check first if this is F is triggering or not.
Include string. How do I do the triggering?
Maybe I think just put console log inside the F just to see.
Okay.
Not after the return.
Missing part arg includes string.
You have double, yeah. Remove one. Remove the bracket before object.
True. It is returning true. So
You cannot use return here in this for loop because it's a higher level function or higher order function. But if you return true, it will not return the original scope of the function, which is find categories. So here you need to kind of append to a specific array. You might create an array that contains all the items. Remember, you have to return all the items for that specific category, right?
yes.
Use this hint. I can't help you anymore. What do you want to push here?
If it is true, so the string is inside the
What
item.
you are going to push to this array?
I need to push the object.
Entire object?
No, that's just the item that it is equal the string.
Okay. So what you want to push here?
So it is object of key. No,
What is the key?
key it is this part. It is the
No.
inside object.
The key is the first one, the first I mean, the water, the Kit Kat, these are the keys.
Ah,
So these are what the one you want to push, right?
of course, yes. And
Do you need the return statement here?
no, because when it finish, I will return it.
Mhm. Try that.
Pepsi. The other one, it's not
Maybe
returning anything.
a typo, maybe chocolate. Line 21st is not correct.
Oh. So it's
Okay.
true.
What if you have two items? Hypothetically, if you have the same key duplicated.
Okay. So I will add this one.
Yeah. Add it another time and see the result.
It should be
Well, of course, the input will not be like this, but just assume that you will have that, or the output will be.
it returned it. It didn't duplicate the output, the Pepsi,
Why?
because of this function object dot keys.
Yep, exactly. So we'll give you this. This will give you the, the distinct keys or the unique keys.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well done, man.
Thank you, Salim.
That's great job, man.
You helped me a lot, so thank you.
Yeah. So you know where is your weakness in JavaScript? Where is your where's the area you need to focus on and improve your skills? I hope that helped you.
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much for your time. I really enjoyed this session, and I hope everyone here enjoyed it. And thank you for attending with us, everyone, Farah, Wasim, Ahmed, Natasha. And I hope you enjoyed the session with Mohammad. And as always, we'd like to see you again next week, hopefully with another team member. So stay tuned for that.
Okay.
Right. You want to say anything before we finish this, Serhan?
I will practice more on JavaScript objects and
Great.
declarations of things. And
Great.
thank you all for attending. And I hope
Yes,
next time I will be more experienced. Thank you.
absolutely. All right. Thanks again, everyone, and have a nice day.
Thank you.
Bye bye.